Hello friend, welcome to the Define Your Goals Challenge. I am so excited that you are here. Today we are kicking off week 1 of a 4-week challenge that is going to help you get clear on your goals, build an action plan, and set yourself up for success for the new year. Today we are going to be creating our goals, which is personally my favorite part. So let's dig in. If we haven't already met, my name is Kat and I love all things Notion, digital planning, and slow productivity. I am incredibly passionate about goal planning because I myself have seen a huge transformation from getting clear on my goals and creating an action plan around them. Personally, I am a natural dreamer, so I tend to have a problem with the action part of the goal. But whether you naturally love to take action or you find yourself as more of a visionary, you truly need both in order to accomplish your goals. And that's why I created the Define Your Goals Challenge. I'm sharing all of my goal planning knowledge with you so that you can see your dreams become reality too. In this challenge, we are going to be using the fan favorite Notion goal planning template from last year, which has seen a little bit of an upgrade. And if you've signed up for the challenge, this template is waiting for you in your email. If you haven't signed up yet, you can do so in the description box below so you can get the free Define Your Goals Challenge template and receive challenge updates to your email. Today we are going to be creating our goals for the new year, which is such an exciting process. But first I want to talk about what goals are and what they are not. First, let's start with what goals are. Goals are going to be your overarching objective. They are the thing that you are reaching for and the end result that you want. Now, goals are not going to be projects, tasks, or habits. Your projects, tasks, and habits are going to be the thing that help you accomplish your goals. For example, last year I had a goal to fill my template shop with Notion templates. There were multiple different templates I wanted to create, so each of those became a project. Under each project, I had a list of tasks to complete to finish the project. Now, there were definitely more tasks than were shown in that example, but you get the picture. Now, technically, there is a little bit of nuance here because if you have a goal that is one project, then your project can be your goal. But for the sake of today, we're going to say they're separate. So that's a quick look at the hierarchy of goals, projects, and tasks. We are going to talk more about projects and specifically about tasks next week, so stay tuned for that. Habits, on the other hand, are small tasks that you can do in your daily life that are going to help you work towards your goals. We are going to talk more about those on week 3 of our challenge, so again, stay tuned. Today, our focus is on creating goals, so I want to ask you a question. Have you ever heard of SMART goals? SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. To tell you the truth, I have a love-hate relationship with SMART goals. If you want to create an achievable goal, they are 100% the way to go. But sometimes we have crazy goals, and I want to encourage you to go after things even when they seem hard. So I'm gonna give you my hot take on each category to help you with your goal creation. First up, we have specific. When you can be specific, I definitely encourage this. By being specific, you're going to have an easier time creating a plan of action. But I don't always think it's necessary. For example, let's just say you created an online shop and you have a goal of getting one paid offer into your shop. Right now, you have no idea what that offer is yet. And I think that's totally okay. It just means that when you go to create your plan of action, you need to include a task that is brainstorming your potential offer. So my verdict, Next, we have measurable. Guys, this one is non-negotiable to me. This is why I create progress bars in the goal planning template, because seeing your progress as you go is the biggest encouragement to keep going. So for me, this is a big yes. Next up is attainable. I have beef with this one. You can certainly create a goal that you know that you can obtain and you'll obtain it. It's pretty simple. But sometimes the magic of creating goals is doing something that feels impossible. I do also have a pretty crazy goal to share with you guys in a bit, so be sure to stay tuned for that. In my opinion, the worst thing that happens is you don't quite make your deadline, so you have to move your timeline back a bit. So this one is totally up to you, but for me, it is not necessary. Next up is relevant. This is another non-negotiable to me. If a goal does not fit into your season of life at the moment, it's going to be really hard to make it happen. If you caught my Q3 goal review, then you'll know that I had a goal that I had to put on the back burner because it just wasn't quite fitting in with my season of life and the other goals that I had at the moment. We're going to talk a little bit more later in this video about how to know if your goal is relevant or not, but right now my take is 1000% yes. Lastly, we have time-based goals. This one is another yes for me. I don't like to be crazy rigid with this though. If something is not working for me time-wise, then I just move it, plain and simple. This is also why I encourage you to sort your goals in quarters, because then there is an element of time included. So for me, another yes. All right, now that we've got an idea on the structure of our goals, let's get planning. If you grabbed my 2023 goal planner last year, then you'll notice just a few things are different in this one. Mainly the addition of the tasks table here so that you can see the upcoming tasks related to the goals. And this does allow for the progress bar to be automatically updated now, so yay to that. If you're completely new to this template, don't worry, we are going to learn how to use it over the course of this challenge. I'm going to switch over to my personal goal planner now, which you might notice doesn't have the little tasks table here. And that's because my tasks are directly linked to my weekly and daily planning pages. So if you want to grab the exact system that I am using in this video, I will link it down below. All right, so we are going to go ahead and open up our initial 2024 brainstorming, and we are going to work through that today. The first thing that we're going to do is think back to last year at anything that we didn't quite accomplish that we really wanted to. For me, that is going to be the goal that I didn't finish of updating the spaces around my house, and I did already update the dates, so there is no action for me there. I also want to consider reworking my goal of working out from last year. I did great at the beginning of the year, but dropped off in the latter half of the year. And if you didn't have any goals from last year, then no worries, we're gonna focus now on our second question. What are your priorities and focus for this year? For me, there's a few big ones: family, finances, and education. What would I like to see happen this year? All right, if you guys have been waiting for my crazy goal, here it is. I want to quit my part-time job this year. It is really scary to write down, but it has always been a huge goal of mine to prioritize family and be able to work from home. So I'm throwing it out there now for the whole internet to see, apparently. I also really want to take a course on finances and investing. I do additional goal planning with my family goal planning with my husband and also for my business. So that is kind of going to be the extent of my personal goals for now. I'm gonna save some of those for the other categories. So now that we've done our brainstorm, we can add these to the below goal dump table. This is when I'm going to remember back to our SMART goal conversation and take that into account. So I want to quit my part-time job by this summer. I'm adding a timeline there. Complete Factora's investment course. That's getting specific, and you guys check them out because they're really awesome. And I think for now I'm gonna leave my workout one kind of vague. I'm going to address my challenges and get more specific with it next week when we do our plan of action. I'm also kind of keeping in mind that I had a fourth goal that I didn't accomplish from last year carried over to this year, so I am feeling pretty good about this right now, and I don't want to overload myself. Okay, and now we are going to take a pause. As I just mentioned, next week we are going to start creating our plan of action. So my challenge to you this week is to sit with your goals for the week to determine their relevancy. This can be the most tricky part of the SMART goal acronym. I personally like to take this time to pray, ask if I'm on the right track, and if these goals are going to take me in the right direction. I know not everyone shares my faith, so for you, this might look like a gut feeling or a feeling of peace in your mind or unease in your mind. So take this upcoming week to journal, pray, meditate, whatever it is that's going to work best for you so that you can relax into these new goals and see if they're a good fit. Next week, we are talking all about creating a plan for your goals, and guys, this is where the magic happens, so you don't want to miss it. If you haven't already signed up for the Define Your Goals challenge, it is not too late. Grab your free goal planning Notion template and get reminders for this challenge sent right to your email. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to make sure that you catch week 2 of our challenge. I will see you then. Happy goal setting!